Stock Act, Insider Trading, and Public Officials. The key federal law that prevents public officials from making money through insider trading is the Stop Trading on Congressional Knowledge (STOC) Act of 2012. This law reinforces that government officials are subject to the same insider trading laws as the rest of the public. The STOC Act. The STOC Act specifically addresses insider trading by members of Congress and other high-ranking government officials. Affirms existing law. The Act explicitly states that members of Congress, congressional employees, and high-level executive and judicial branch officials are not exempt from insider trading laws, including Section 10(b) of the Securities Exchange Act of 1934 and SEC Rule 10b-5. Creates a duty of trust. It clarifies that these officials owe a duty arising from a relationship of trust and confidence to the U.S. government and its citizens regarding material, non-public information obtained through their positions. Increases financial disclosure. It significantly expands financial transparency requirements by mandating that covered officials file public reports within 45 days of any securities transaction, like a stock or bond trade, over $1,000. Before the STOC Act, these transactions were reported annually. Bans access to IPOs. It prohibits these officials from receiving special access to initial public offerings, IPOs. Requires job negotiation disclosure. High-level federal employees must file a notification with their ethics office when negotiating for a new private sector job. Additional federal laws. Beyond the STOC Act, several other laws and ethics rules govern the conduct of public officials and criminalize financial corruption. Securities Exchange Act of 1934. This broader law makes it illegal for any person, including public officials, to use manipulative or deceptive devices in connection with buying or selling securities. This is the basis for most federal insider trading cases. Ethics in Government Act of 1978. This law requires federal officials to file annual financial disclosure reports to expose potential conflicts of interest. Federal Conflict of Interest Statutes. 18 U.S.C. Section 208 prohibits executive branch employees from personally and substantially participating in a government matter that would affect their own financial interests or those of their spouse or minor child. 18 U.S.C. Section 201 makes it illegal for officials to seek or accept bribes or illegal gratuities for official acts. Federal agency regulations. Executive branch agencies, like the Federal Reserve, can establish their own rules prohibiting certain officials from purchasing stocks or holding investments in certain sectors. Enforcement and effectiveness concerns. Despite these laws, enforcement has been inconsistent, and critics argue the system has loopholes that make it difficult to hold officials accountable. Weak penalties. The penalty for failing to report trades under the STOC Act is a modest $200 for a first-time violation, which offers a weak deterrent against potentially lucrative trades. Difficulty of proof. Proving that a lawmaker traded based on material, non-public information, and not other factors can be challenging. Lack of prosecution. No member of Congress has ever been prosecuted for insider trading under the STOC Act. Ongoing reform efforts. Following public outcry over official stock trading during the COVID-19 pandemic, new bipartisan legislative proposals have been introduced. These bills seek to create stricter prohibitions, such as banning lawmakers and their spouses from trading individual stocks and requiring assets to be placed in a blind trust. AI-generated content notices. Please note that some of the information and materials provided were generated with the assistance of artificial intelligence, AI, tools. While every effort has been made to ensure accuracy, users should independently verify any critical information.